It's too tempting. Okay, we're gonna do something a bit confusing. I'm taking it out because it shows up on the mic after I realized. The gum and my recoil my whole coaching's thrown off. At the beginning, but at the end. You know what I mean? Closer, closer, closer. Twice as close, twice as close. Yes. Next one, next one. Good back, yes. Full approach. Hips forward. A little bit kind of past you did last weekend. What you do here is going to happen, which is we have 4 practices left before our first Super Series. So if you pass casual here, you will pass casual at the next tournament. Do you guys understand that? Yeah. Okay. We're going to do something a little bit boring to start off with. We're going to do we're going to go over every footwork for blocking. Then after that, we're going to do individual footwork for blocking. After that, we're going to do blocking in pairs, so 2 people at a time, with coaches hitting. Then after that, we're going to do blocking off a hitter. And then we're incorporating on that one serve, receive, and hitting, and all that stuff. And then at the end, we're going to play out on one side. Again, the theme is we're working on blocking. And the last one, I really want to emphasize hitting the ball off transition on a dig. We really give way too many free balls to either side, and we have to create opportunities where we can hit it. Yes? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So grab a quick water and then come back and we'll do the 2-step is. You know what? Let's get Ella to demo or someone. If someone else wants to demo. Okay. So basic 2-step. Let's just say going that way. Everyone's watching your feet. Okay, ready and go. 1, 2, up. Right? And then go this way again.
This way?
You can go that way again. Got it? Probably learned that U13, U14, right? Okay. Then the next one is a 3-step approach. Okay? All right? Very important that the first step isn't ever supposed to be your biggest step. What you want it to be is as big as it can get with your weight still on it. So as long as all our weight's on this foot, that's how far you want to get it. The next step is where the money is made. That's where you want to make the big crossover. The problem is if you take too big a first step, then this crossover gets smaller. You guys understand? Specifically middle, you guys get that? So the first step, you don't want it to be that big. Just as big as you can get it, your weight on it. Then you cross over, and then you close, facing the hitter. Perfect? And then you're going to go up, you're going to reach around, and you're going to land that towards 5 or 6. You guys got it? Okay, so let's see it in real time, Ella.
Okay.
Perfect. Elbows back, and then you're going up. Okay, go. Perfect. Great. It just makes it a little bit faster. That's right? Okay, ready? You always have to remember who is your primary responsibility, right? It's okay if we don't help on the 30. It's not okay for us to leave nobody on the left side. But it wasn't just Faith. I think a lot of us struggled, okay? So we're going to go to the net. Candy is going to hit the right. I'm going to hit the left. Oh, you know what? We'll do runs first together, and then we'll hit, okay? That's why I put the net a little lower. Because the net's lower, I still want us pressed. Like, I should be impressed with the press. No, it's not. Okay, let's go back. Go. 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 All right, the center's ready to go? Yeah. Does it look good? Yeah. Okay, great. All right, middle's back in. Middle's back in. Go. A little faster, a little faster. Go. Good. Go. We're gonna try and set this up as best we can. We don't have perfect numbers here, but we'll get close at least. And the whole idea is we're gonna practice serve, receive, and hitting, which is kind of, you know, something we should be working on, the passing and the hitting. And then we'll also be able to do, we won't do blocking right away, but we'll add it if this goes well. Couple of things, hitting, when I did stats for the national team, you kind of like, because you do so many stats, you kind of look at things and you're like, whoa, this one number kind of really determines things. And there's one number that it's always intrigued me is when you look at all the hitters, they're passing, because when I rate passing on this software, it's called Data Volley, I rate passes from 0 to 4. It's not just a 3. And I can look up on every attack what was the pass it came from. So anyways, long story short, when you just look at the 1s and the 2s, those passes, whoever had the highest hitting percentage off 1s and 2s, whichever team, they're the team that won. So essentially is if the better your team is at hitting when you don't have a really good pass and getting a kill, the better your team is gonna be. Which it kind of makes sense because if your team's, yeah, if you're great passing, obviously your hitting's gonna be great. But if you can actually afford to have a tough game on the passing side and still being able to attack and find ways to hit the ball, then you have a little more room for error. So when we're playing this game, let's try and really make sure we're hitting the ball. We're not giving free balls over, okay? At this level, 18U, any team that we're gonna play this weekend has knockout power. So that means if you give them a free ball, they have the ability to get a kill. At the younger ages, yeah, give them 10 free balls, they'll hit 10 out. That's not 18U, okay? We'd rather, and I'm not saying we need to get a kill on every ball, but even if we get a 50% ball over versus a free ball, it's gonna put them in a much tougher position on that side to run all their offense. And if we can just take out one, then we don't have to deal with 2 players instead of 3 or 4, right? Okay, so let's line up all the setters over here. We're gonna get in teams first off, okay? So get into teams, and then I want 3 lines, 4. From left to right. 3, you're a team, you're gonna be on that side over there, serving on that side. Here's what's gonna happen. I want the front row to set up, so if the middle, in this, let's say these group of 3s, the middle, you're gonna be up. Okay, you're gonna be out of it, yeah. Okay, and we're just gonna have 2 passers here. Do you guys understand? Okay, this side is serving, got it? That side is serving, got it? Okay, once the ball goes over, okay, to the other side, this group quickly changes. So they're not exactly gonna get the same amount of serves depending on how many rallies there are. Okay, all right. Do you guys got it on that side? Tara. Try and get further back. Okay, just, hey, you gotta hit the floor. Can't just watch it. If it's tight, you gotta jump with the setter, right? Because she doesn't have a lot of time. You're gonna be there 3 times within 2 months, eh?
We're going again?
Well, this weekend.
Oh, really?
Go! Go, Izzy! Oh, that was savage. Nobody. There we go. I still can't hear you, but it looks like you're looking for those.
You get points for our hits and our misses.
Every point counts. All right, freeze. Hey, listen to me quickly. I thought the competition was a little better that round. Like, it's getting better and better. I would like everyone just to be a little more competitive. The best cheer to me, I think, was Grace so far when she hit that 30. But no one's really cheered like that. But then but coach, on the weekend, I'll get intense. It doesn't work like that, ladies. You're like that in practice. What you do in practice, you're gonna do in the weekend. So I know we're all friends here, but you're competing against each other. And you're gonna push the other side if you compete a little harder. And if they get upset because you're trying too hard, that's their problem. Nice hit, Shalena. Again, except this time we're going to say that the outside has to pass in 6. So your options are front row middle or back row pipe, okay? And then middles, make sure if it's a bad pass, you call for, I think on my team we call it a 3, but you can call it a high or whatever it is, but even if it's a bad pass, you still need to be an option. She burned it. Or actually is it your hand? Oh, I thought it was your wrist. Oh, it looks better now though.
Oh, is that from diving?
From that. Yes! Oh! You either got to go slower to come watch. Any good ones?
Possible?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's go watch one. Let's come here, do a little big cheer. You okay, Jenny?
Yeah.
All right. What's
Arms
wrong?
are wet, like wet.
They're wet?
Yeah.
From sweat or?
Yeah, from sweat.
Well, that's good. Okay, ready? 1, 2.
Academy!
Awesome. All right. Let's mix the